Hi guys, what is going on and welcome to today's YouTube video. In today's video we are once again going to discuss the current state of Bitcoin. We have seen a decent pump yesterday. The chart is looking extremely interesting and we might get some more huge moves in the upcoming days. Besides my trading ideas for Bitcoin, we are also going to discuss my current trading ideas for Chainlink, because also Chainlink is looking extremely interesting. First of all, Bitcoin. In Monday's video, I've explained my view on why I do believe that Bitcoin will continue higher first before a potential midterm crash. If you haven't checked out that video, make sure to do so, because so far it looks like it is following my plan exactly. Today, I want to go over the lower time frames. I want to go over potential areas of interest to get in on a potential move to the upside on Bitcoin. And I want to explain why I am looking for some more bullish moves in the upcoming days. So what we can see if we look at the current price action for Bitcoin is that we had our accumulation range over here, right? Sideways accumulation. We had our manipulation range over here, and currently we are potentially, and in my opinion it's not confirmed yet, entering the expansion phase to the upside. A classic AMD pattern, right? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, PO3, whatever you want to call it, right? So why is this such a clean pattern in my opinion? Because after this accumulation range where we were building up a lot of liquidity beneath all of these lows, Bitcoin pushed the price down out of this range, right? This push down gets everyone extremely bearish. Lucky for us, we did not get bearish at all. This price action over here was extremely slow and extremely choppy, right? Knocking out a lot of traders out of their positions, getting a lot of traders extremely exhausted and extremely bored with this market. And that's exactly what this manipulation area is made for. There's a reason why they call this the manipulation area, right? Because they want to manipulate traders into opening short and sell positions, right? Instead of looking at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is that the trend is still upwards, that this is not an extremely strong rejection if you were to ask me, and that there is a huge draw on liquidity with this high over here, and also with an unfilled weekly and monthly fair value gap. Like I said, explained everything in Monday's video. So now we can see that we've potentially reclaimed the previous range low. In my opinion, this entire area over here is our previous range low, and in my opinion that's also the area that we preferably want to hold on to. Currently we can see that Bitcoin has seen a perfect retest and could potentially continue higher, but what I think could be a potential interesting scenario is that, listen, every single retail trader can see that our previous range low is over here, right? The previous range low got respected as resistance multiple times over here as well. So every single retail trader can see this as a simple support and resistance area. What will happen is, when we get a little bit of a push below that area, every single retail trader will freak out once again. They will once again think that we lost the range, right? They will start shorting. They will start panic selling their spot. If we then manage to fill some orders over here, because of that sell pressure market makers can fill the orders right here. If we then manage to reclaim this area over here, get back inside of this range, all of the shorts that were being opened over here are underwater. Where are they going to put their stops? Above this high, maybe even potentially above this high. Those stop losses will fuel a potential squeeze to the upside towards first this high over here, and second potentially $32,400, which remains my target. So personally, I'm not looking to long the retest of this range. I'm looking for a potential deviation below the range low, which will get a lot of people extremely bearish, reclaim it, then we long it over here on the retest, or we market long it over here with our invalidation below this low, targeting the range high on the higher time frame over there. That's my current trading idea for Bitcoin. we pump from here. I'm already in quite a few nice positions, both spot and leverage, right? So I don't really care if you start pumping from here. But a beautiful trade idea would be to get a deviation over here, reclaim it, market long or long it on the retest, targeting $32,400. But first of all, obviously, these triple highs over here and this imbalance will be an interesting area to keep an eye on as well. Very easy trading idea, very easy invalidation. We also have a lot of EMAs aligning over here on the 4 hourly, 1 hourly, and also on the 2 hourly time frame. So in case we start deviating, there would also be a retest of these EMAs, right? And that only adds extra nice confluence. Now let's move over to Chainlink, because Chainlink looks still extremely interesting, right? We have our range high over here, we have our range low over here, and currently we are trying to get back above the mid-range once again. Now, something that's extremely interesting, besides the fact that we're trying to get it back above the mid-range, is the fact that we also have the falling wedge pattern that has been developing over the past few weeks, right? Why is this a valid falling wedge pattern? If I'm going to take the volume, we can see that this falling wedge pattern, while it was being formed, the volume was going lower and lower and lower. Currently, around this breakout, we are seeing a little bit of a volume increase, which is exactly what we want to see around these breakouts. We can see that currently it is trying to fight the mid-range, it's trying to regain the mid-range. Why do I believe that this is such a beautiful deviation? Once again, get back into the mind of the retail traders. Every single retail trader can see that this is our mid-range, this is our range high, this is our range low, right? Because it's such a clean range. What will happen is during this deviation over here, Chainlink started consolidating below the mid-range. What do you think will happen in the mind of the retail traders? They will all get extremely bearish. They will all start panic selling their spot. They will all start FOMOing into short positions, targeting the range low over here. Where do you think those stop losses will be resting? Above this high, and also above this high. Those stop losses will fuel a potential squeeze towards the range high. Besides the fact that the people that started panic selling and panic shorting over here, that sell and short pressure can also once again be absorbed by the market makers to fill their own swing long orders, to fill their own spot orders, targeting that range high. This could be a potential beautiful range trade. Now, what is my long trigger? Currently, I'm already positioned in spot position, but a long trigger could be to get a strong push above this mid-range, right? Maybe sweep the liquidity over here, get some kind of a correction, retest the mid-range over here, and we pump it to the upside. If this scenario is playing out, if we see this strong move above the mid-range and a retest around this mid-range, I am going to open a swing long next to my spot position as well. Target will be $9.50. Extremely clean charts on both Bitcoin and Chainlink. Wait for the right confirmations before you enter a long position on either one of them, because on the other hand, this might once again be a fake out and we might chop around a little bit more. So who knows, we may just sweep this high and reverse this entire move, taking the liquidity below this low. And that is why I'm saying I want to wait for this deviation to be confirmed. If we reclaim it, break structure to the upside again, maybe a little bit of a bullish sweep, this is your long trigger over here. Okay, not setting limits yet. If you guys do have any questions after watching this YouTube video, please let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to smash the like button, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys on Friday's video. Ciao, ciao.